Yes, my beautiful peeps. Welcome to the Yardman Show one more time. Well, today we're discussing Queen Ifrica and her father, right? But want to know if Queen Ifrica flip flop or why would she make a statement in an interview that I see she did a long time ago and she didn't mention nothing like this. She said it wasn't her experience and now she come out so strong. So I really want to know, Queen Ifrica, we have your back, and we feel your pain, right? So we just there still Yardman a shout out and we're gonna put out the two, film them, I wanna watch them and see what go on if Queen Africa did flip flop or what go on. Saying make we know. I'm gonna ask wife here what go on, what's her opinion and
But you must also understand that now she's healed. You see, persons who have gone through trauma like that, it takes a while for them to really come out. And this is her time of healing. So she chose to come out and now say that, yes, the song is a relation to her experience.
okay, all right. Well, let's look at these videos and see and hear what Queen Africa have to say. Let's look at the first video and then we look at the second video.
Okay. And when we're done with all the discussion, we're gonna take the script. Take the video and put it in a script and then make it into a story.
All right.
All right. Okay. But so because I say I'm nosy, I'm not like everybody else who want to know about the record label and all that stuff. I want to know about the who.
Yes.
When you grew up,
Yes.
what did you do? What was different about your household? Did you grow up with your mom and that that kind of thing? So tell me, where in Montreal are you from?
Okay, so if you want to know about it, I have to give you the whole.
Yes.
All right, so
We'll be here all day.
No, I'll break it down. So I was born in Spanish Town.
Oh.
Right? Good. Mother at the age of 2 months by my mother.
Okay.
I grew with my grandmother in St. Mary to around the age of 10.
Where is St. Mary?
I gave between a community called Killan College.
I know Killan College.
Exactly.
I'm from Harbour.
Alright, my grandmother is from around that side. So I grew up in that community till around the age of 10. And then I went to live with my mother in Montego Bay. From that, that's where.
So you're well traveled.
I am well traveled. So I grew up in Montego Bay from the age of 10. Yes.
Okay. All right. So it tells me then that when I'm listening to your records, because I am drawn to your music in a big way.
Yes.
Right? And it's not because it's any catchy music.
Right.
It's because I feel like your life is inside the songs.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
I listen to Daddy and I listen to over and over. And what I found was that even your tone was childlike.
Yes.
What is it about that song?
Okay, so you're a very smart man. When I did Daddy, I've always wanted to write about that topic, incest, because it affects so many people that I know personally. But my connection to the song really came from the childish thing that you heard in the intro. Came from me not having a father while I was growing up as a kid. So now you understand it now.
Gotcha.
I met my father, Derek Morgan, when I was in my 20s.
Oh.
I grew up as a little girl with my grandfather, he used to tell me lies, He used to say, your dad sent greetings for you on the radio today, and everybody knows that's not like that.
Yeah.
But he wanted to comfort me because my sadness came from my cousins having their fathers around, and I never had a father around. So I could not understand for the life of me why a man would want to sleep with his child when I wanted a dad so bad, as a little girl.
Listen.
So when we went into the studio to voice the song, I never had an intro because there wasn't. You couldn't come up with an intro for a song like that.
Yeah.
So we had to sit down now in the studio and work out how I do the intro. So I went into myself and said, all right, when I was a little girl, I even today, I wish I had the relationship I'm supposed to have with my father, because every girl needs their dad, you know what I mean? So I just went into that spirit of that little girl who never really had a dad, that to come and do little daddy things.
I hope I didn't take too much out of you in asking that question.
No. I always like to talk, because a lot of people would link it with me being molested.
Oh no, I never.
I've answered questions along that line as to whether or not I would. The thing is, incest affects the middle class. It affects
the lower class, the higher class.
The higher class. But in Jamaica in particular, that's where it's concentrating. And a lot of the pushback that I got from that song came from that sector of society, whether I was banning it on radio or not inviting me to Father's Day shows because I would make fathers feel bad. But yet still, I would get the biggest applause when I sing that song, you know. So it was making a sacrifice at the time, but it was a sacrifice worth making, and that's what music is. You use it to speak for those who can't for themselves, because a whole kettle of fish just open up, and little girls were coming forward from everywhere and reporting, and big women who have had it in them for years called my phone. I had to meet up with them and hug them. Men who were molested as well and who are now in big jobs, who are afraid to talk about it. I had to meet them in private and console them and be there for them and let them know that that's what we use music for, you know.
But I tell you this, that there's something about it also, because you use the term incest right here.
Yes.
But in no part of the song did I hear you use that term. And the song was well written,
because I wanted to touch on I wanted the predators to fall over wherever they were sitting, and I wanted the victims to feel vindication.
Yes.
So that is where the separation took place. I did not just want a child molester to listen to that song and just say, okay, yeah, that's just an angry person who probably was molested.
Right.
I wanted to touch conscience. I wanted to rip into the soul of because I've known of sisters who have committed suicide because of this thing, who have never gotten the chance to move on with their lives. Their relationships don't work because the man have to be careful where they touch them, when they touch them, how they touch them. I've gone into institution and seen 9-year-old girl pregnant by her dad, you know, and I'm like, what? How do you do that and walk around as a man in society? And sometimes I have cases of girl who was molested by her dad, who is a big cop. Her mom lives here in Miami, and she was with him since she was like 12 years of age. She was now 18, going into college and stuff, and she was about to commit suicide one day when she looked down and saw an article about daddy and called a TV station for my number, and I had to console her for one entire day just to get her to feel better about herself. I took her out of the house that very night. Now she's so uplifted. She works in the airport. She's such a better person. She's writing a book. So it's not just talking down to the problem. It's about creating an intervention. You know, it's intervening into the lives of these people who are affected so deeply, because society just broad brush everybody, but they never look at what causes the ills in society. And a lot of times when you look at it, it's people who have been wrongly abused and been through so much, and no one is there to speak for them, you know. So who does that for them? Who gives them that voice? Who makes them feel that they're not the one who caused a grown man or a grown woman to rape them? You know, that's what we do.
I'm surprised that you're here today, because there's a forum, a conference in Kingston, where the Women of Something Foundation is having an event about child abuse and women abuse, and the sound just perfect. It could be just walking through the whole conference the whole day, you know. But you know, I'm appreciating this because, you know, I'm here, right?
Yes.
All right. So The next song that I want to talk to you about is the one about the relationship now.
Yes.
Below the waist.
Okay. That was the first
Yes.
More you talk.
interview, right, about the song Daddy Don't Touch Me There. So now we're gonna look at the statement she made.
Both Queen Ifrica, Ventress Morgan, Goody Two Shoes. My name is Ventress Morgan, no. My name Queen Ifrica, no. 48 years of age. Born and raised on the rock name Jamaica. Never feel like no slave from the day I'm born. Me no know what it feel like to feel like a slave. See? I want to listen to that little something what I'm going to say right now. And when we talk it, I'm going to stop talk for the rest of the year. You see, after I say this, when I say this morning, I don't care what I say. I don't say nothing more for the rest of the year. Anything what I'm going to say for the rest of the year, I have to be totally where the Almighty said to say. So if you can share that live here and save it, it's a historic moment for me personally right now. I'm fed up, I'm tired, and when I see a guan in my country, I watch everyone who could have make a difference either dead or have to run away or have to turn aside or just give up. We don't know what give up feel like. We don't know what stop do it feel like. We don't know what turn from God feel like. I have never done any evil in front of the face of the Almighty Creator. From a born out of my mother, me a trod one road away. Me no overs it, but me no fight it. Me born out of a very prominent family here on the island. Derek Morgan, his Kellygen is my father. Derek Morgan, responsible for letting in and introducing Bob Marley. But my father sing the first independent song of this country. That is who Queen Ifrica father is. OD. My family not small. We don't ever see any of my family them from Derek Morgan's side come out and defend me in a no way, shape or form. I want someone tell me if them ever see Derek Morgan family them. I have more than 17 brothers and sisters. You don't ever see one of them. Well, big up yourself, Michelle Morgan. I love you, baby. You're my big sister, but I got to do this. See? So I am heir to this throne of Jamaican music by DNA rights. Me not a celebrity overnight. Me born a celebrity. So listen to this. Why is Queen Ifrica just always not stopping, not moving back, no matter what? She keep pushing, she keep saying, do better by my country. You know why? Because I identify with the part of my country that you all are standing on and looking on and watching die. And I refuse to die with them. So me live, so me live, so that youths can see, so you can live after atrocities. You can live after anything will happen into you in your life. You can live. You don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. You can rise above it. You can stand up and say, I am proud of myself for going through all the things that I've been through. But I can stand up and say, because I love myself so much, you did not get me to fail myself. I never knew my father when I was growing up. I was only always hearing about the fact that I have a father that is famous. And God rest the soul of my grandfather, Mr. Gibson Walsh, who always reminded me that I was the girl for the money. He always used to say, you are the girl for the money. I never knew my father when I was growing up. All of my other siblings, not siblings, some of my cousins and so, they had even, they met their dad, they had argued conversations with their dad. I never knew my father, I never knew my mother. I never had a mother and a father around when I was growing up. It was just family members. And this morning, I will make my first attempt to contribute to the breaking of this generational curse of darkness. We sit down over a particular set of Jamaican women and men that cause predators to lurk in our families' lives. Them in our families, them, and you have the families divided and split down the middle because no one wants to stand up and speak the truth and help the family members that are suffering from all the different types of deluge going on in some family. So I'm going to tell you this morning why me no walk away and we will never walk away till this over. I tried everything to meet my father, Derek Morgan. You hear what his name? Derek Morgan. You see where there's something downtown name? It named Derek Morgan too. That is why I say I never want call it name. But when I look into it, I say, why God would have choose to make a creature like this surface you know named Derek Morgan? What is God saying to me? What is the Almighty saying to me why this creature appear named Derek Morgan of all names? And me going on myself and me look and me say, boy, Queen, you have to really wait a little bit, you know. But you see, when I'm looking at the urgency of things right now, I ain't waiting. I ain't waiting. So let me tell you this now. See? I've always wanted to meet my father. I've always wanted to meet my father. My mother never wanted to meet him. Want me to meet him because she was so angry with him. She hated him so much because of how he treated her. And I became the victim of that. I became the victim of that. The victim of the hatred between my mother and my father ended up on my shoulder. I had to deal with her hatred for him based on how she would deal with me. See? But I still love my mother and I never diss my mother yet. No matter what my mother do me, I never diss her yet. See? I always love my mother up until the day she died. I forgive her for everything. before she died. That's why I could rest in my heart. Seeing? When I wanted her to take me to meet Derek Morgan, she never wanted to take me. So I had to find a way to go and meet him for myself at a stage show in downtown. And when I met him, I went to him hotel and I asked him why he neglect me over all these years. Seeing? And him just saying he married and have children and him couldn't make him wife know saying did I deal with them something they saw. That's why they tell me mother fi about me. Because they tell me mother fi about me. Seeing? So see me on the battlefield for the Most High, because she never about me. Seeing? After meeting him, I start get to know him, you know, because at the first, I have a father figure in my life, and then at the great Derek Morgan, at the great scale legend, Column of music, Column. Is him sing the first independence song for Jamaica. That's why we need to crash independence. We need to make the most right now. We are change around independence. Because it never benefit we. After me start link up with him and when him come Jamaica, I link him up and thing, and you don't know me, I get to know my father. But me never have before. And my grandfather was my father. And when him dead, me never have no father left. You see me? So, I start link up with my father and I love my father because I say, you know, see me now, I have a father. And one day, Greenwich Farm 9th Street, I went to visit him when he was in Jamaica on one of his visits. Went to his house over Greenwich Farm 9th Street. I'm there with him today and I end up spending the whole day with him because I don't know I'm my father. And I get to know him. And then the till in the hours in the night. Cause them time them meet too honorable. Them time them meet too honorable. But me and him never start going on dealings or none of them kind of something there yet. And the day I'm there with my father and the hours come down, I'm supposed to take a taxi to come up Pembroke Hall. And him look for me and he say, nah man, you might go down, it's too late, stay. It's too late, man. Stay. Better you stay and go in the morning. Remember now, I'm a father, don't. So, from my father, I said, build me, I go build down. And we did it, and you know, once and once pass through and them leave and thing, and you know, the hours now, like, you know, I got one room and I one bed. So in the hours I go to bed, I go lay down on the bed. The father never go to bed, never ready to go to bed yet. And the next thing I wake up to in the hours is with my father penetrate me. I wake up in the hours to my father trying to penetrate me sexually. Hold me down in the bed and have sex with me and tell me say, his wife now have no sex with him, so he have to do it with me. Now when you understand Daddy don't touch me there, I'm gonna tell on you one day, I swear. Can't you see I'm scared? You're supposed to be my father though. My life has been a hell since that moment.
Okay, my peeps. That's the two statements. So I want you to send some comments and let me know what you think about those two statements by Queen Ifrica. Right? Accusing her father of raping her. Now and before she didn't say that in her song interview. So this is the Yardman Second Chance. Keep on subscribing and sharing my videos and liking my videos. And this is the Yardman Second Chance show. Peace. We're out.